Okay, so I ever so closely. Now, I want to start off by saying something. Everyone knows that I went on Nick Rekieta's show the other night, and I learned a lot of things. But one thing that Nick said to me that really rung true, that really, he drove his message home clear saying this. I've been punching below my class. And that's going to be the whole point of this stream. Because I'm going to be closing that little chapter up. Now, make no mistake about it. I'm going to absolutely destroy NBA in this stream. But after this, I'm going to be done with NBA. And honestly, everything that Nick said, that one thing rung true. He said, perfection, you've been punching down. You never punch down, you punch up. And that's what I've been doing with NBA. I've been punching down. I've been punching down to a pathetic, lying criminal. Someone that I should have never dirtied my hands with. But I decided to because I had nothing better to do at the time. But I'm gonna, after this, I have to get this stuff out of me. I have to go ahead and purge myself of all this information that I have about NBA. I have to purge myself of this venomous hatred that I have for this person. But it's not only hatred, it's also a comedic sense. I look down on NBA and I look at his plight. He's a guy over twice my age. He's a guy that should be very happy with everything that he's been afforded, you know, considering that his history is, let's say, murky at best, being a former convict in prison, a person that's so conceited, a person that's so jealous, a person that's so consumed with hate that I control their entire life. NBA, I know you're watching, or I know that you have your elderly assistant there, you know, the person that assists your old ass, Mike the storyteller. I know he's watching. I've been punching down to you. I've been giving you unwarranted attention. I've been giving you, honestly, the least bit of attention I've been giving you has been the problem. But no more. No more. I feel like all the videos I've done on you, I've pretty much said everything that there needs to be said. I mean, you have zero credibility at this point. I mean, I think we've all proven, and even Nick stated in his stream that he couldn't bring up certain things because it had been proven, or there was proof there that you had forged fake documents against me, which really ruined any credibility that you would have had, especially to Nick, to myself, to a court of law, anywhere else. What the point is that NBA, I'm cutting you off. I'm the life support to your channel. And I'm going to prove that. I'm not only going to say it, but I'm going to prove it. And I think anyone that looks at any of your channels, that looks at a video that doesn't have my name in it or isn't dedicated towards me, you flop. And let me explain that phenomenon. Basically, I almost want to use a wrestling analogy here. Let's say that NBA is Vince McMahon and his channel is the WWE. I'm the Brock Lesnar of NBA's channel. You know how when Brock Lesnar leaves the WWE, it goes right back to sucking, the ratings drop, they can barely get people to watch, and then Vince McMahon has to put out that almighty dollar to Brock Lesnar to come back to save his production. That's what NBA is. He wants to be, and I think I'm doing a disservice to Vince McMahon by even comparing him to NBA, but look, let's just say, for the sake of my argument, NBA is Vince McMahon. He needs me. He needs his Brock Lesnar. He needs his top commodity. He needs his money maker. He needs perfection on his channel. He needs perfection to continue a pointless beef. Because honestly, that's all it is. I've been wasting time with you. I've been wasting time with you, and I've been willfully wasting time with you. Well, now I've decided in this live stream, I'm going to finish destroying you. And I don't care. I know you're going to make a stream after this, talk about, hey guys, look at what Perfection said in his video. But here's the fatal flaw of your channel. And I've been talking about this for about 5 minutes. The only people that watch your channel, the only people that follow your streams, the only people that give you even a millisecond of their day are people that hate me. Isn't that sad that you, NBA, you've said it yourself out of your own mouth. You can't get views on your anime reviews. You can't get views on your anime content. You can't get views covering comic books and anything like that. You've admitted it. You've said it out of your own mouth. So what did you do? You came back to me. You could have left it alone. I mean, how many times has NBA said, I'm done with Perfection. I'm not going to give him any more attention. I'm done with him. As if I need attention from you. I'm the one with the bigger audience. I'm the one with the greater number of subscribers. And make no mistake about it, I don't care about sub numbers. I care about my subscribers. I love my subscribers. I treat my subscribers like family. But I've put no validity into that number. But you do. The reason that you continue to egg on a beef between you and I is because you know that you're pathetic without me. You're a sad shell of a man. And let me explain that. You have, as you allege, you have money. You have a family. But you decide to waste hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. You waste 3, 4, 5 hours at a time talking about Perfection when you could be hanging out with your kids, when you could be hanging out with your wife. Now, I think you think you're a good parent because you toss money towards your kids and you think that, oh, as long as I do what I should as a parent and fulfill their needs, their living arrangements, that makes me a good parent. No, it doesn't. There's rich parents all across America that have problems with their kids because they neglect them. So everyone needs to think of it like this. Every minute that he spends talking about me, every second that he spends thinking up of fake evidence, thinking up of fake bullcrap to put out about me, that's a second that he could have with his kids. And ultimately, where I've won against you, NBA, I've made you chase me. I'm your golden goose. You can't make it without me. We've proven that. We've thoroughly proven that. And Geekdom, don't worry. Don't worry, Buttercup. I haven't forgotten about you. I saw you in NBA stream. I saw you because one of my followers, they came to me. They showed me the little stream. They showed me where you had finally come out of hiding. And guess what Geekdom said? He said the reason that he hasn't been online is because he's got a doctor's appointment and he's been sick. Now that's funny. That is funny that sickness just so happened to fall around the time that you got outed as a liar, telling everyone that Dragon Ball Super was going to be announced on Goku Day. You got a convenient physiology, Geekdom. Your physiology allowed you to go sick at the exact time you got outed as a liar over Dragon Ball Super. But that's not the point of all this. Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze. I guess Geekdom is somewhere talking about you. You know what they say. If you sneeze, someone is talking about you somewhere. But Geekdom, there's no more hiding, Buttercup. Everyone knows you're a liar. Your credibility is shot. And I made that happen. Now, you might have a lot of subs, but your views have plummeted. And don't worry, the Exposed World Tour, it ain't over yet. Not even by a mile. I think by now, I've used, 20% of what I've had on you? And we're going to go back to the vault. We're going to open that vault back up. But not only am I going after you. No. I'm going to clean up the other corrupt portions of this community. Oppa Senpai, Bulma Bunny, because Bulma, I gave you a chance at redemption and you denied it. Well, I have to go right back at you. I left you alone. I didn't say anything else about you, but you went right back to peddling smut in my community. I can't allow it. But NBA, I think that a lot of people give you the least amount of credibility because they don't know your history. They don't know the NBA that's been ran out of several other communities because of exactly what you're doing right now. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but NBA has run this little scam of using his family as a shield. He's done this several times before. But if you guys want to know something, a lot of people can see this on NBA's. He wears his hatred on his sleeve, as they say. He wears his hatred on his sleeve. He does not like young African American guys, which is why he's pretty much against me, because I'm a younger, better, I don't even want to say version of him. Oh God, no! I'm not even in the same class as this person. I'm far above it. I'm something far better. But NBA looks at me, and he's jealous. He's seething in rage. I've done something that he could never do. I can talk about anything on my channel and pretty much get decent views, especially in relative to my subscriber size. That's just fine. In relation to my subscriber size, I do pretty well, and I can post any anime video I want. I can have fun on my channel. I'm not tethered to Dragon Ball like Geekdom. See, Geekdom, he can only talk Dragon Ball because that's the only place where he'll get a little drop in views. But me, I can talk about anything and do anything that I please and still satisfy the analytics. But that's not what I'm going at here. NBA, we're going to show everyone. We're going to show up your history in the black sector of YouTube. Now, a lot of people in the anime community are not familiar with the black sector of YouTube. So what is the black sector of YouTube? The black sector of YouTube is where African American individuals come online to talk about the issues that affect the black society. Now, NBA used to be a part of the black sector of YouTube. That is until he had several run-ins with several prominent black YouTube creators, one by the name of Tommy Sotomayor. Tommy Sotomayor invited NBA onto his show, onto his platform. And NBA, just like he's doing now in the anime community, was clout chasing. Now, NBA is a well-known clout chaser in the black community of YouTube, but they ran him out. He got destroyed in the black community of YouTube because they recognize, see, in that community is very easy to cite a clout chaser. So he came over to the anime community because he thought it would be easier. He thought that he could run over everyone because, oh, well, the people in the anime community, they're nothing but a bunch of young dudes. But in the black community, in the black sector of YouTube, you have Tommy Sotomayor, someone that's just as old as NBA. But the difference is Tommy Sotomayor is a positive version of what NBA tries to be. If anyone notices, if anyone watches NBA's content, he copies so much from other creators that do it a million times better than him. You know that whole saying that NBA has tried to coin, facts don't care about your feelings? Isn't it sad to see a grown man nearing their 50s having a copycat a phrase from Ben Shapiro? Why can't NBA ever get his own stuff? Why can't he be creative and do his own thing? Well, that got cited. So let me go ahead, and I would like to play a clip where NBA got destroyed by Tommy Sotomayor. Now, NBA tries to say that he's friends and he squashed his beef with Tommy just because he has his telephone number in his cell phone. But I can tell you that's not the case. The reason that he has Tommy Sotomayor's number is because he used it to get an interview with him, and then he started acting a fool, and Tommy Sotomayor made him look like a complete and utter moron. So we're going to play that clip, and this comes from mgamer356. He obtained this footage, and we're just going to look at what happens when NBA meets someone his own age that can utterly destroy him in the realm of politics and actual clout chasing. So let's look at that. So we have the video here. We're going to cue it on up.
Him, because he called me in the show, and he's the one who believes that I have done some things against him. So we'll let him speak on that and on his standpoint, so he can get it out, and then I will go from there. So go ahead, bro.
Cool. First things first, none of my problems with you are even YouTube related. I don't really give a good goddamn about this website. Like we were just talking before we started. Only one of my channels is monetized, and it's an anime channel where I talk about Dragon Ball Z and bullshit like that. I don't even discuss stuff like this. My other channels, monetization's turned off on, and that includes my Mad Black Atheist channel. So I'm not doing this for money.
Oh, let me turn it on. Oh, no, I have it up. Hold on, let me go ahead and turn it all the way up. I want everyone to hear this. Rewind it here a bit.
All right, so we're here, and this is the one-on-one. As we've set this up. He came back.
I changed the setting.
You gotta be somewhere in here, up there, or in the bedroom, because they're on the beach. I would assume they may be by the bed. I don't have find my keys. Pay me no attention.
Yeah, Tommy is a GOAT. He's the best. He's what you should aspire to be. He's what I should aspire to be when I get that age. But NBA, let me say this.
All right, guys, we're gonna do this one-on-one, and then after this, I want to do a show for you guys where I want to talk to you about. I believe some of the best ways, and I'm going to analyze a YouTuber who had a video about it. And it's funny, he's saying something I've been saying for years ago. But he talks about, from a personal standpoint, the best way to keep yourself safe around women. So we're going to talk about that right after this. The young man that's on the line right now is NBA, and I can start off by saying, I've said some things antagonistic when feeling attacked. And I've said some things, and I went to what I would assume would be a sore spot. Hopefully we'll address all of these things here in a civil manner, because now he can hear me and there's no delay. And I don't have to raise my voice, and I don't think I have much of a voice left anyway from yelling. So I want to start off with letting him, because he called me in the show, and he's the one who believes that I have done some things against him. So we'll let him speak on that and on his standpoint, so he can get it out, and then I will go from there. So go ahead, brother.
Cool. First things first, none of my problems with you are even YouTube related. I don't really give a good goddamn about this website. Like we were just talking before we started. Only one of my channels is monetized, and it's an anime channel where I talk about Dragon Ball Z and bullshit like that. I don't even discuss stuff like this. My other channels, monetization's turned off on them, and that includes my Mad Black Atheist channel. So I'm not doing this for money because I don't really need YouTube money. I'm not doing it for that. I literally just get on here to bullshit around. It's a hobby. I don't care about it, and I don't need it. That's part of the reason why I'm not on all day, every day, fucking streaming 8 hours a day and all that bullshit, because I don't really care about YouTube. The only thing that I believe that we had an issue about is my going on to Zone's channel. And yes, you did not say pick a side. You never said that. I will flat out admit that. You never said pick them or pick me. Okay, so I don't want nobody to think I'm just going to come here and tell a bunch of lies. I was on there, and truthfully, I was defending myself first because I was being called a coon all damn night. Like, if you go and look at it, there is not a single second that ticked by where they weren't calling me a coon. And I was on there literally saying they needed to stop fucking with your money, stop fucking with your kids, stop trying to get your address. And then if you go on my Mad Black Atheist channel, I actually have a whole video where I went off on Zone, True Freeman, Covert Radio, all these dudes. And I said, when did it happen that we start fucking with people's money? That's what the video is all about.
So can I ask you?
Now, let me say this. I stopped the video to show you how NBA's logic seems to swing. Now, you remember NBA was constantly going at For Neverworld, constantly going at Hirohei, because they were trying to make money. They were trying to get Patreon donations. They were trying to get their fans to support what they were doing. So why is it that right here in this meetup with Tommy Sotomayor, why is it that he's like, man, we got to quit mess with other people's money, man. I'm just trying to get, yeah. He's not a man of conviction. He doesn't stand by his word, and his word changes depending on the situation that he's in. That's the kind of chameleon, the slimy little chameleon that he is. Because anything that he says, it will change. He will change his colors to blend in with the situation that he's in. He's a man of no values. And also, you know how NBA tries to get on people for inserting themselves in other people's beef. Now, this is a situation where he was inserting himself into Tommy's beef with True Freeman and other creators in the black sector. So he had already broken his own rules. But here he is again in the middle of me and Geekdom and the other Dragon Ball creators, because NBA says he's not a Dragon Ball creator. He's not doing anything. He's not in that community. But here he is inserting himself between Geekdom and I's business. Again, a man not of his word. Now, I think we can all remember how many times it's come out of his fat lips that I'm done with perfection. I'm not going to talk about him anymore, guys. I'm just going to take the channel in a different direction. But when he saw that drop in views, when he saw that people were not watching, even when he was talking about For Neverworld, he never touched 20,000 views again. The last time he got 20,000 views, the last time he even got over 10,000 views, is when he was talking about me. I made you. And I'm about to unmake you, because I'm not going to dirty my hands with you anymore after this. I'm done with you. I've already said everything that I need to say, but I wanted to take this one last stream, this one last jab at you, and then I'm going to go back to punching up instead of punching down. Let's play the rest of this, because I want to really send this home. And then we're going to look at another piece of footage where NBA got exposed as the slime ball that he really is, because there's an extending story arc between Tommy and NBA. Let's look at this.
Question. I know I just want to ask you something. So if you felt this way, How could you then be friends with an? That's like me saying I think pedophilia is bad, but my homeboy is a friend and he's a pedophile. It's like me saying I don't like men who beat women, but I'm gonna be friends with a man who I just called out who beats a woman.
And that's what NBA
You
does.
believe that what they're doing is wrong. How are you gonna then turn around and tell them you're one of the only shows I watch? I like your content. When your content is you're stalking a man, he came at you, brother, for doing it. Now he's doing it.
I went on the show initially to defend my position because they were doing basically the fuck all coons bullshit. And I went on there initially not as a friend, because I'm going to be honest. I'm not Truth Nation. I'm not Soto Nation. I'm not Zone Nation. I'm none of that shit. And I am none of you guys' friends. None of us are fucking friends. This is some digital bullshit. None of us.
But why did you insert yourself in their situation? If you're not connected to any of these individuals, why did you see fit to stick your nose in someone else's business? That's all I'm saying.
None of us are going to go out to Applebee's after this is over. So I'm not any of you guys' friend. I went on there because I am a talkative person. I am adversarial. I don't have a problem with jumping on live streams or shows, even of people who don't like me. Because I've done streams with Slap-a-Don. I've done...
Oh, but he's never been on a stream with me. I think we all know why NBA never comes on to one of my streams, because he won't have his little assistant. He won't have his assistant to the elderly, Matt the Storyteller, to do all the talking for him. I mean, for a man that says he handles his own and he does his own fighting, every time he does a stream, he has another man talking for him, doing 90% of the talking in that heavy, fake, Jamaican-ass accent. And I'm sorry for people who might be watching me from Jamaica, but I can't get over how thick that accent is. Like, it's hilarious to me. Matt the Storyteller, you need to quit faking like you're Jamaican and get and really get your accent in order. But that's besides the point. For a man that says he handles his own business, he never comes to me. He never comes on to my show live to talk it 1 versus 1. He can't. He's not a man. He's a child in a man's body. 42 years old. A grown man that should be somewhere sitting in his rocking chair or sitting in his recliner, being grateful for the life that he has, considering his history. But he'd rather be a child and go pick with someone younger than him. Now, personally, I don't call it picking with, because I've been destroying this man day after day after day after day after day. And the only ammunition that NBA can use is fake news and fake evidence. And even with that, people are getting tired of watching NBA, because all he does is he sits there for 3 hours regurgitating the same garbage that he's had for the past 2 or 3 months now, regurgitating the same garbage again and again and again like a broken record. And guess what? The only people that watch you that get caught in that loop, trying to see if you're going to say something new, trying to see if you're going to make up a new lie on me, and you can't even keep their attention, and they leave because they might say, hey, I hate the Super Itachi, I hate perfection. But your videos, your live streams, they're getting old. That's what they're telling this old man, because he's a broken record. Once he finds something that he thinks works, he tries to cling on to it. He tries to rewash the content. He tries to recycle the bull crap again and again and again until he can think of a new lie, which honestly, when he finds his standpoint that he thinks is getting him the victory, he runs it into the ground. And the viewers that he might have gotten off that situation, the subscribers that he might have gained, they go right back to not watching his content. That it's just amazing to me. But let's continue watching.
I've done them with fucking True Freeman. I've done them with Zone. I've done them with you, because I feel like retreating to my corner and only talking to other coons is not going to resolve shit. So I went directly to where they were bad mouthing coons. And if you listen to it, I told them right on the show. I don't give a fuck if you call me a coon. I asked them, what the fuck are you niggas doing to help black people? One guy was talking shit about me, and
I'm not trying to be funny, but it's like you're not answering the question I asked, which was
you asked me how could I go on there, and I'm explaining why I went on.
See, there NBA goes, ducking the question. But see, here's what's happening. He's meeting someone at his own age that can see him trying to slither around the facts, trying to see him construct a favorable scenario for himself. But Tommy is more experienced with dealing with slime and scum than I am. So he called him out right then and there. Let's watch.
I kind of wanted to be a little bit more concise of, like, you know, if your girl asks, well, why would you hanging out with this girl if you know this girl's trying to fuck you?
Because I don't consider it hanging out if I go on a show to challenge something that you're saying about me.
That was an analogy when I said
that.
Yeah,
listen, I am not their friends, Tommy. And I told them that live on the air. I said, I'm none of you guys' friends. I went on there to challenge what they were saying about coons. That's it. That's all I did.
But do you not think it's a bad look?
It's a very bad look.
Listen, when you've said to me, this person, and you've said it for a while, this person is doing X, Y, Z against you. And then you go over there and legitimize them by saying, out of all these stupid people, you're one of the only people who I listen to. You're a cool dude. You don't really do anything wrong, not from what I see.
But I was talking from a personal standpoint. He's never done shit to me. Just like you said earlier, the Jews have never done anything to you. It's niggas. Well, I take the same thing, but only on a more personalized level. I can't
Except you did
go
call
out
him
and
out,
fight a battle for you.
No. I wasn't asking you to fight a battle for me. That's where it keeps messing up. Did I ask you to fight a battle for me?
No, but
did I ask you
with fighting
to be?
It didn't start with
or
you.
Did I ask you to
No, you never did.
Or did I ask you and everybody else to have the intestinal fortitude? Just like when Vic came and he said, yeah, that man said baby maker. I was like, I'm not going to sit up here and say that dumb shit because you say it. I got some integrity. Integrity is going to make me say, no, I can't sit up here and justify the dumb shit you're doing by my presence. You stop doing this, you get my presence. Right now, I'm not going to sit up here and tell people how great of a guy you are when I've told this other person how great of a guy you're not. If you had never said that, I would have never had a problem. Do you understand that? If you had never sent me messages talking bad about him, I would have never said, I don't want you around me, because I would have had no reason to, and you could have done both. I wouldn't have
totally
cared.
Understand. And like I said, I wasn't thinking about it the way you're thinking about it.
Yeah, NBA, that's because you hardly think. Again, you see how he's gone into this little submissive state. He's really, really eating crow here. Tommy is getting ready to run this man out of the black community. He already has, but let's just watch it.
The way I was thinking about it is these guys are sitting on here basically classifying everybody who doesn't date black women the same way. So I was in the chat first, and I was saying, hey, look, you guys, you get on here, you talk all this shit about coons, blah, blah, blah. And I asked Zone, I said, can I get on to talk from the other direction? Because it was just a whole group of motherfuckers talking about coons.
And the coons they were talking about was not coons. It was me. Because when Zone was so...
It was about you, but it was about us in general,
It was about me.
There he goes. This is another point. NBA taking up someone else's beef. Isn't that something that he tried to say that I was doing, which was really not the case. But isn't that something he tried to accuse me of doing? But here he is, taking up someone else's fight, going to someone else's live stream for the sake of that person. Again, NBA is not of his word. He's slime. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Now, NBA always tries to represent that he learned something when he went to prison. The only thing that he's learned, you have two different people. You have people that honestly learn from the error of their ways and they develop and become better people. Or you have the other kind of person that comes from jail or prison and they think they've learned a better way to be a criminal. They think they've learned a better way to, be slick, as it were, to use a street term. He's a person that thinks that he's learned a better way to be slick.
Zone
But-
never talked, sir. Zone never spoke about Coons ever before he fell out with me. Is this not
That's
a
true.
fact?
That's true.
So they cannot then turn around and say, "Oh, it was about all us other." No, it wasn't. They weren't making videos about you. They weren't
No, it
making.
wasn't.
They weren't talking about you. They weren't talking about anybody else as a coon because this is a dude who high yellow with a white wife. You know, the whole damn thing was about me. I did watch the show. I ended
Did
up
you watch
going
the
back
whole
and
thing?
watching it.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I ended up
Because
watching the
if you
whole
watch
thing.
the whole
The
thing,
point is, I watched you
saw
call
how
out the
much
people calling
they
you
went,
a coon.
They went from talking about you to basically attacking me all damn night, either
You
in the
went
chat
in-
and on the line.
You went on the show.
Yeah.
You went on the show, and as you got on the line, when you were talking, you kept soliciting that. Zone, you know you don't have me on the show, and you know they're gonna start calling you a coon now because you know I'm a. That's what you kept doing.
Yeah, I was fucking with his audience. And
That's
I
my
even
point.
said that during the show.
That's my point. You can't
Yeah.
then turn around and say they was coming at me. Their whole thing was they was talking about me, and you jumped on that to be the honorary coon on the panel. That's what happened. I watched it.
Well, I admitted during the show.
What's going on here is that NBA is trying to cling to Tommy's name. He's trying to cling to Tommy's struggle, his situation, his conflict, because he thinks he's going to get caught up in that little situation and gain views and subs off of it. That's what Tommy is getting at here. He's a clout chaser. Basically, he's been called out, and after this situation transpired, everyone, Soto Nation, the True Freeman situation, everyone in the black sector called him out for what he was. Now, he even ended up running over here to Anime because he thought it would be an easier time, because he thought that everyone in Anime wouldn't be adept to dealing with him and calling him out for what he really is. But let's continue watching.
Show that I was like,
You know, I want to skip it. I want to skip ahead. I actually want to see where this
on
goes.
the line. I just answered that because I was pissed off.
Actually, hold on.
Everything that the non-coons are saying about me, that you're using every phrase they use against me because we fell out.
Because of basic anger. That's a really...
There he goes, blaming basic anger. So let's go ahead. I want to rewind so you guys get the context, because I know when he does his stream later, after he's done watching me, because I know you're watching me right now, NBA, when you could be spending time with your wife, when you could, when you could be spending time with your wife, you'd rather be spending time watching what I'm doing. That's the sad part here. You could be spending time with your kids, spending time with your wife, cultivating and making the business that you have even better, but you'd rather be playing a game of tag with me. That's sad. To be that old and to be that unwise. But I'm going to finish breaking your balls, and after I do that, I'm done with you. I don't care what you do. I don't care what lies you put out about me. I'm going to quit punching down to you, NBA. I'm cutting you off of the Perfection Life Support. That's what your channel is on. The Perfection Life Support. Because as long as you talk about me, as long as you put my names in the titles, as long as you try to use me for views, that's the only time you can get views. You're trapped to me, NBA. No one cares about you unless you're talking about perfection. But the difference is people care about me when I don't talk about geekdom. I haven't made a geekdom video in quite some time. I think unless you want to count the whole thing with the Goku Day situation, I've gone a couple of weeks without talking about geekdom, and I still get views. But you, when you try to shift off the perfection topic, all those people that just watch you because they don't like me, they leave you. They don't watch you. They might stay subscribed to your channel to see if you say anything else about perfection, but they're not watching. I feel so sad for you. Oh, and this is another thing that I want to go ahead and address. Now, NBA had this to say about me, and we'll get back to this video in a second, but I'm going to switch the screen here because I thought that this was something interesting that he had to say about me. He said that I went to Nick Rekieta's live stream, right? He said I went over there and I didn't get a single sub and people were hating on me and yada, 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 yada. When, number one, the only people that were hating on me was the league that he admitted that he sent to Nick Rekieta's live stream. Number two, of course I didn't gain any new subscribers. We're two different, completely different genres. My audience and Nick's audience are two completely different things. The people that watch Nick, the people that go to watch Law-splaining, they're interested in law. They're interested in Nick. They're interested in what he does on his platform, which is explaining law. What did you think was going to happen when a random Dragon Ball YouTuber, a random gamer that has nothing to do with law, outside the fact that I talk about the Vic Mignogna situation, what did you think was going to happen? Unless I was a law YouTuber like Nick, I wasn't going to gain any subs. I knew that from the beginning, you Neanderthal. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. Of course I went there not to gain subs. Again, this is where he shows his misunderstanding of YouTube. Just because you go on a bigger person's platform does not mean you're going to gain subs. Because if you don't do the same thing as that creator does, you're not going to get new subscribers. Now, I'm sure that if I went on another big Dragon Ball YouTuber's platform, let's say that I went on Mastar Media's live stream, of course I might gain some subs because, again, I do Dragon Ball content, he does Dragon Ball content. He has Dragon Ball fans, I'll get new Dragon Ball fans. That's how that works. But if I go on Nick Rekieta's live stream when he does law and legal law-splaining, of course I'm not going to gain anything, you idiot. Now, I know you think, but here's what I'm going to show the failure of NBA. NBA has been on Geekdom's live stream twice, not once, but twice. And he still is well below 10,000 subscribers. He barely has 5,800 subscribers last time I checked. And both of you do Dragon Ball content. That's what you were doing at the time you did those live streams. But you went to a person that covered the same subject, the same topic as you. You went on their live stream in front of thousands of people of the same audience, and you still botched. You didn't get only one opportunity, you got two opportunities, and you still failed, NBA. That's the problem with you. Everything applies to everyone else except yourself. So while you're talking about me going on Nick's live stream and not getting subscribers, that's a difference. We're two different genres. But you've been on Geekdom's nuts for years. You've been on his live stream twice, and you didn't get anything worth a damn. That's the sad part to it, NBA. That's the sad part. And you continue licking the boots of Geekdom while he hides his hands so that he doesn't lose any more sponsorships. See, that's what Geekdom got mad about. You remember that Geekdom said, I've been costing him money? Those Geekdom Exposed World Tour videos, they got into the hands of some of his sponsors. And some of them were not happy. Now, I'm not gonna say every single sponsor responded, but there were a couple of them that were interested in what I had to say, and it hit him in the place that he cares about most, the only place that he cares about most, because Geekdom doesn't care about the fans. He doesn't care about the Dragon Ball community. He cares about money. So I was never really trying to make him lose subscribers. Oh no, I was just trying to expose the truth. But if you want to hit Geekdom where it hurts, you hit him in his wallet. But that's where the two of you are in common. That's why you're so buddy-buddy, because you've been thinking of a way for years to scheme up and make money on YouTube. And you're a person that constantly says, man, I don't care about anything on YouTube. I don't care about this platform. Well, you make yourself look like a grand fool as much time as you sink into YouTube, making sure your thumbnails look good, making sure your data is correct, making sure you instigate beef with different people, and you still can't do anything with it. Chrome Dome, when are you going to use your head for anything else but a freaking milk dud photocopy? You're a moron. A fool of the grandest caliber. But I'm gonna go back to this live stream. I'm gonna go back to the NBA getting his ass taken back to prison stream.
People get mad and say shit.
But
simple as that.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit stirred.
That's why I'm the only one to come back on your show live and apologize for it.
Right, but you do also remember you made an apology video once.
Yep.
Took that down and went right back to doing what you were doing before.
So hold up. You heard that, right?
Like you didn't make a video.
You heard. Let's rewind that, because I know everyone heard that. I wasn't the only one that heard that.
Because of basic anger. That's a really simple answer. People get mad and say shit.
But
simple as that.
Right, I get it. But then when you
That's why I'm the only one to come back on your show live and apologize for it.
Right, but you do also remember you made an apology video once.
Yep.
Took that down and went right back to doing what you were doing before.
Because
see the kind of slime ball that he is? He apologized. He got on his knees and sucked Tommy off. He apologized. And then he turned around, deleted the apology video, and because he thought he would get more views and subs off of it, he went right back to attacking Tommy for no freaking reason. That's the kind of scumbag NBA is. That's why he got ran out of black YouTube. He can't go back. He can't make any of those videos anymore because those same people are waiting on him at the fence to tell him to get the fuck out.
Because I felt like you slighted me I felt like you didn't make a video about me, but I felt like you sideswiped me in something you were saying. It wasn't even about me, but my name came up in it, and I felt like it was a sideswipe.
Oh, that's a good point. Hold on, let me pause this for a second.
Go back to
let me pause this for a second. For the people that believes NBA's lies about me intentionally doxing his kids, that's a funny story about that. Now, number one, anyone that saw that live stream that I did last Easter, where I was strolling through his wife's Facebook pictures, and I didn't know that she would have her kids there, and I went over those pictures for half a second, and it was a complete accident, and I deleted the stream myself to make sure that no harm came to his kids. Well, it's really funny that NBA tries to hold on to this. He tries to hold on to this claim. But as Majin Ryoko brought it up, NBA doxed Tommy Sotomayor's kids. NBA intentionally. So for the people, and for Yellow Flash, this is for you because you've seemed to taken a liking to NBA because of that. You need to know that NBA, go look it up. If you got to go ask Tommy Sotomayor yourself, NBA intentionally, with the full criminal intent, doxed Tommy Sotomayor's kids. Maliciously. There was no accident. There was no screw up. There was no half a second, nothing. He put the information out there. He showed what his kids looked like on purpose. He even told people where they went to school because he was mad at Tommy. That's the kind of scumbag that NBA is. Yes, for everyone that's in earshot of this recording, go ask Tommy Sotomayor. Since people are upset about that, since people are taking that to heart, when it was an accident from my side, Go ask Tommy Sotomayor if NBA doxed his kids on purpose and told everyone where they lived at and told everyone where they went to school at. Ask Tommy that. That's another thing NBA did.
Actual business.
Actually, after I made that apology video, I did not do any of the he's a scammer shit. Only thing I did was
keep
attack
bringing
other
up.
shit.
I don't monetize my stuff. I don't ask for my audience to donate.
I've been saying that forever. So since I've
been saying that forever because they haven't even had these options
I just directed it
forever.
towards you because we were hot at each other. But
okay,
I've been saying
okay,
it.
but what does that have to do?
Yeah.
How I run my business, and you've seen it, and you had no problem when you were around. Why would you then have a new problem with the exact same thing that existed?
I just answered that because I was pissed off.
So I'm saying, so you went from being cool with me, pissed off, did it. Cool with me again, pissed off, did the exact same thing.
There he goes, calling out NBA on his bull crap. He dropped the beef with him, and because he didn't see those views coming in off the Tommy hate videos, he mysteriously went back to hating Tommy Sotomayor. That's what Tommy is calling him out for.
Let me ask you something.
But you got to keep in context. We're talking about at least a year or two
I know
ago.
we are, but I'm also
Okay.
I'm trying to get context to where we are. That's the only way you can do it is to just say that I'm cool with you, but I'm not cool with you. I said things that were untrue.
I agree.
I was cool with you again. I went right back to the same thing. I never bothered you after that. We went on our own way. We came back. We were cool. I didn't make you go through any damn thing to do it. You were texting me and stuff. I was like, I'm going to feed him with a long handle spoon. Because I don't trust anybody that keeps doing it, like you said, basic anger. Basic anger shouldn't make me keep having to apologize from whooping my wife's ass. Basic anger shouldn't make her have to apologize from keep fucking my homeboy every time she got mad. You can be mad at me, and I accept that. But be mad at me for the real reason you're mad at me. Do you think that's asking too much? Like, literally, if we were cool up until the moment I slapped you, talk about the moment I slapped you forward, not 10 years behind that.
Well, what I'm trying to get to,
what he's basically calling NBA out on is that NBA was trying to use old beef with Tommy as an excuse to keep making videos and hate videos about Tommy Sotomayor. This is why he got kicked out of the black community. Literally.
now is what's going on now. Like I said, we already dealt with all this stuff from 2 years ago, and I'm trying to talk about what's going on now. I agree with you in total. That's how it happened. I agree with the.
I'm saying, do you agree that we should handle? I'm saying, if you're talking about how, I'm saying, do you not think
tactics in order to be in the game? Pretty much, that's the truth.
So you have to try and slander what they built and destroy what they built in order for you to do what?
To discredit you. That's the whole point of it. They're trying to discredit you and shame your character. Okay. But in the case when I did it 2 years ago, that's the exact reason I was doing it. Same thing, discredit you.
Okay.
Because whenever you're adversarial with somebody, especially when you're going against someone who has 1,400 people watching them, and then you have 50 to 80 watching you, that person has a bigger voice. So more people are going to believe that person with a bigger audience.
So he's basically explaining why he's slandering me, lying on me. But this is what he was explaining to Tommy, why he did it to him. He's explaining because Tommy had the bigger voice. Therefore, he was trying to dismantle him to try to gain clout from destroying Tommy Sotomayor, but it didn't work. So now he's on Tommy's live stream, stroking him off. Trying to get in Tommy's good graces. This is the submissive bitch NBA right here. This is the true my bitch alternative right here.
So you have to do guerrilla tactics in order to be in the game, pretty much. That's the truth.
So you have to try and slander what they built and destroy what they built in order for you to do what?
I guess you could call it a get back game, pretty much.
And
in my case, like I said, I did it because I was pissed. That's why I haven't done it anymore, because I ain't been mad at you since. I'm not even mad at you now. I mean, if people in the chat might seem to think I'm pissed at you, but we were having a decent conversation before we started. I'm not mad at you, and I totally.
We're still having one now, though. We're still having a decent conversation.
Yeah, we are. We are. I totally understand your point, because on my own channel, I told people, if you go hang out with folks that don't like me, don't come back.
All of y'all have done that. That's why I don't understand. But I'm saying,
said it on my channel.
But I'm saying all of y'all have done that. So I don't understand why you wouldn't think I'd feel that same way.
Well, the reason is because I made a video right after saying it, telling people that was my fuck up. I don't have a right to tell people what the fuck to do. It's still on the channel. Right after I told people, get the fuck off my shit, go over there, I made a video saying, look, I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care. I don't have the right to tell you where to navigate on YouTube. That was my bad. I won't say the shit again. Fuck it. And that was the end.
But don't you understand me saying, if I know what you're doing and you told me that you think this person's a bad person and I see you over there kicking it with them, why would I want to be around you at all? I mean,
I get it. Listen, me and you got a history. And because of that history, it basically compounded the fact that I was hanging out with people who fucking with you. That history plus them fucking with you equal don't bother me. 100% understand that. I didn't
know that's not what you said at the beginning, but I'll let you go.
My computer off.
Hold on, let me say something to you. You said the reason I went to the anime community is because I don't have to deal with stupid shit.
Oh, there it goes. That's what I was talking about. Let's rewind that right now. Why he came to the anime community. Let's rewind that. Let's get the full context.
You at all. I mean,
I get it. Listen, me and you got a history. And because of that history, it basically compounded the fact. And the only reason I'm even talking to you now is some of the things you said that don't even relate to YouTube that I wanted to clear up. And then after that, dude, trust me, you're not going to get a 5-hour fucking stream. You're not going to get goddamn videos. You don't get none of that. Because be honest with you, man, listen, I don't care. The reason I went to the anime community is because I don't have to do this over there.
No, the reason you came to the anime community is because you don't have to do this over there. No, you came to the anime community, NBA, because you thought you could run roughshod over everyone. You thought that, oh, there's a bunch of kids over there in the anime community, so I could go over there and cause trouble and I don't have to answer to anyone because Tommy is over here in the black community to make me answer for what I do and make me look like an idiot. Well, I'm over here to make you, after this video, I'm not going to do it anymore. Like I said, I'm done punching below and I'm going to start punching up again like I should have stayed on doing formerly. But you came to the anime community because you thought it was easy to run over different people. You thought it was easier than the black community. So you're not in the anime. You don't like the different stuff that you claim to like. And yes, you will waste money to be a poser. You will go buy the little anime that you see on my anime list listed as popular anime just so you can look like you know what you're talking about the times that you do make videos on that subject. And if your views are anything to look at, it's telling that people can see that you're not a true anime fan. You're not a true anything fan. You're just some poser that's trying to make money off a line and be famous because that little exhaust shaft cleaning business doesn't fulfill what you really want to do. You want to get on. You want to be seen. You want to talk loud. You are so much of what you hate. You say, and this has come out your mouth before, you say you hate black people. And that's disgusting to say. But you are the most negative representation of black people. You're loud. You're ignorant. You're foolish. You do dumb things that make no sense. And you make all of us look bad. That's what really upsets me about you. You're a full adult grown man, a grown black man, 42 years old, should be somewhere minding your own business, thinking about how you could leave something better behind for your kids instead of a legacy of hatred. You should be thinking about being a better father, a better husband, a better businessman. And instead of doing what you should be doing, you'd rather steep yourself in ignorance. And I know when you do your live stream, you're going to try to pick out a couple of things that I've said to try to sit there for 2 or 3 hours so you can get some good watch time on your shitty channel. But it's not going to work, because when I cut you off, when I stop referring to you, when I stop making videos on you, which this is the last one, all you'll be is a rerun. You'll sit there and you'll try to find 15 ways to rewash your content. See, this is what you and Geekdom have in common, because all you guys are is the rerun channel. He's rerunning the same content he's done a million times before, and you rerun the same lie that you've been telling for the past 2 or 3 months on me to keep a beef going so that you can get views. But when I cut you off cold turkey, when people get bored of watching you say the same thing 15 times in 15 different ways, and when they just quit watching you, but they stay subscribed to you to see if you say something new to me, and they get tired of it, and then they finally unsubscribe from you, and you tank in watch time, so then you try to go back to Forever World and that doesn't work, that's going to be the end of NBA and the League of Darkness. That's going to be the ultimate end. And I don't have to snap to make that happen. I don't need an infinity gauntlet. I don't need an anti-life equation for NBA. I'm just going to start punching up. Again, I want to thank Nick Rekieta, because I really thought about everything that he said to me long and hard. And this is the one thing that I'm going to start doing to you. And it's what Tommy did to you too. Tommy didn't continue to make videos on you. He didn't continue to put information out about you anymore. When he was done with you, he was done with you. And I'm saying I'm done with you right now. I'm cutting you absolutely off.
I can make a video about a stupid cartoon and then turn my computer off.
Hold on, let me say something.
Oh, you see what he said? You see what he said? Now, I know NBA on his channel tries to act like he doesn't care about Dragon Ball. And I'm going to say it now before he gets on his little crappy live stream. I've never once said I've cared about Dragon Ball. I said I hated it and I wanted to get better. No, you never cared about Dragon Ball in any capacity. You never really followed it. You came into the anime community for, as you said it, this is what you said right here. Let's rewind it. I want to get the context since that's so important.
And the only reason I'm even talking to you now is some of the things you said that don't even relate to YouTube that I wanted to clear up. And then after that, dude, trust me, you're not going to get a 5-hour fucking there. I can make a video about a stupid cartoon and then turn my computer off.
Hold on, let me say something to you.
Because be honest with you, man, listen, I don't care. The reason I went to the anime community is because I don't have to do this over there. I can make a video about a stupid cartoon and then turn my computer off.
Hold on, let me.
He doesn't have to deal with being brought to justice for his actions. He doesn't have to deal with being called out. He doesn't have to deal with people that can put him in his place. Now, I've been putting him in his place, but honestly, I shouldn't have been. I should have been focused on my true target, which is Geekdom, which, hey, Geekdom, I know you're watching this. You can pretend like you're not. I know you're in the comment section. You can pretend like you're not, but you'll be seeing me again real soon, pal. Anyways.
Let me say something to you. You said the reason I went to the anime community is because I don't have to deal with stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yet you come back over here bringing the stupid shit. And
no, I didn't bring it. I joined in it.
No. You said you brought it. You said I was trolling them.
Again, that's all he does, is he brings ignorance and stupidity to any community that he participates in. And and this is the part that gets me. He thinks that's all it takes to be entertaining, is to bring ignorance and stupidity to a situation. You're pathetic. You're a pathetic, old, overcompensating old man. That's why. Have you ever thought about that? That's why he brags so much about his money. That's why he talks about his money so much, because he's lacking in other areas. Maybe that's why it's complicated with his wife, because he's overcompensating. Look at my big truck. Look at my big money. Look at my big house. But don't look at my little twinky dinky little downy. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trolling his chat. Yes.
So literally, you.
Yes.
So
I wasn't
what I
trolling
said
the guys
was
on the panel.
so what I said was
trolling
100% true. Then wasn't it that you went over there to avoid it, but you brought it back to the niggas?
Well, if you want to baseline it like that, yes, it requires more description. But I'll just accept what you said. But it does require more description. The fact is, I wasn't trolling them. If you watch the stream, I didn't start trolling them until the chat filled up with coon and fuck your white wife and all that other shit, and then I started fucking with them. But at first, I was just on the panel talking. Once all that shit started hitting the chat is when I started trolling them back in the chat. I didn't troll
that's not
people
what
on
you
the
said
line.
at the beginning, but I'll let you go back and listen to it after the show. That's not what you said how it happened at the beginning.
Yeah, I told you.
Caught in his lie. There he is, caught in his lie. Tommy, master manipulator. He catches him in his lies so many times. But guys, I'm running out of time here because I do have to get to work pretty soon. So I'm going to go over to my next point. And if I need to, guys, go watch that video. Go watch that entire video. Tommy Sotomayor makes Mad Black Atheist look dumb, bad quality, because NBA is flagging this. Now that's funny. That's real funny considering that he accuses me, NBA accuses me of flagging his videos where he spreads that little fake info about me, and he says that I flag people. I don't do anything because I don't care. Now, if one of my fans do it because they've gotten pissed off with you, I don't control my fans. I don't tell them what to do, what not to do. If they're flagging you, oh well, that's what you got into. But it's really funny because he was caught flagging MGamer356 for putting this embarrassing interview online. That's really telling. But after Tommy had him on his show, I was watching.
See, I
this
did not
earlier.
make this up.
And that's him. I know you guys aren't doubting that's him, but that looks something like what he had on his stream one time when I ran into it.
What's going on, everyone? Bother me anymore. Said he was done. Thanked me for being able to talk on my show. Do you know he tried to flag my video down?
There he goes flagging again. But he's always complained about it on his channel.
You know, this man asked to come on my show and then tried to flag the video down.
What's up, D.O. Brando?
For privacy claim. Yes, the mad whack atheist. These Negroes are sick. And remember, I don't just say things, I show things. So what I'm going to do
before NBA says there's no proof,
exactly what he did.
Hey, Nick, I think you should see this. You shouldn't have him on your show. He's notorious for flagging people. He did it to Tommy Sotomayor. You better not have him on your show. I don't think you should if you're worried about your channel, because he might try to flag you if you roast him and embarrass him.
No, it's not right. Hold on a second. I got to pull it up in another window. Give me a second. Tell me, like, I'm tired. I'm having trouble to find this stuff. I have to try to do. Pick this up. As you see, I did not make this up. I know they can read it. I'm looking at my computer and I can read it. All right, look what it says. YouTube support team. August the 12th, 1 day ago. Dear one-on-one with Tommy Sotomayor. This is to notify you that we have received a privacy complaint from an individual regarding your content. This video.
But he's always talking about people flagging him.
As violating policy at 1/28/19. We would like to give you an opportunity to remove or edit the private information within the content reported. You have 48 hours to take action on the complaint. If you remove the alleged violation from the site within 48 hours, the complaint filed will then be closed. If the potentially private violation remains on the site after 48 hours, the complaint will be reviewed by YouTube. A lot of you are thinking, well, how do you know that's Mad Black Atheist? How do you know that's him? One-on-one with Mad Black Atheist. As you can see, this was my reply back to them 21 minutes ago. This was a live interview conducted on my show via YouTube. The individual asked and agreed to come on my show. Let me ask y'all something. What type of man does that? What type of man asks you to come on your show to talk to you?
Yeah, what kind of person asked to go on someone else's show?
Who told me that it was 2 years ago when he said something about me, so why am I still bringing it up? But he kept saying I said something about his kid and was like, but that was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Now look, you can see this. NBA is rewashing his old habits. He's basically done the same thing in the black community, and now he's brought it to the anime community, talking about e-begging and donations on YouTube. But then he attacks Hirohei. He attacks Foreverworld, talking about their e-begging, right? But you already did this content, but it was just Tommy and other black creators in the black community. You're just like Geekdom. You're a freaking rerun. And then you spread lies about about Tommy Sotomayor. And then you try to play the victim card, talking about he talked about my family. He showed my kids on his stream when it was clearly an accident and they showed up for less than half a freaking second. But you go and you dox Tommy Sotomayor's kids. You show where they go to school at. You show what they look like with the full intent and purpose of hurting his kids and hurting this man. You did that. And then you tried to play the victim card in that situation when he showed what your wife looked like. You're a coward and a liar. And when you lose, you play the victim card, you son of a bitch.
It was 2 years ago, wasn't it? Why is one relevant and one is irrelevant, and they happen in the same time span? Let me show y'all how sad this dude is. After this, he started making videos like the ones you see on your screen right now. E-begging and donations. E-begging and donations.
Hold on, and Deku-kun, we will recognize that donation, man, but I don't think right now is the time. When I do my stream after I get off of work, I will recognize that donation. Don't worry about it. I will remember you. Thank you for that, but we roasting this little lying-ass hypocrite. NBA the hypocrite, NBA just like Geekdom, rewashing his content, rewashing it, not doing anything new or creative, but rewashing the same ass content.
I'm the #1 critic in the whatever. E-begging and donations, YouTube's welfare program. So he says now I'm not gonna say they scamming you, Tommy's scamming you, but I will say that he threatening you. It's just stupid shit. 0 retweets, 0 comments.
Yep, 0 retweets, 0 comments. But him and the league are supposed to be a big deal, and he gets below, I would say, even 5 retweets and 5 comments on his tweets. How are you in the league a big deal? You're only a big deal when Big Daddy Geekdom needs the league. That's the only time you made a tweet that got even noticed somewhat on Twitter, when you were lying about me. You're only relevant when your Big Daddy Geekdom needs you. But I'll say this. He's gonna need you when I get back on him, because I have some evidence on him. I've only used 20% of what I have on Geekdom, and when I get ready to start making videos again about him, which should be this week, you might see one tonight, I don't know. When I get ready to go at him again, it won't be anything that you can do, because I'm not gonna punch down anymore. You can sit up there and white knight for him all you want, but it won't work, because you are a hypocrite. You doxed this man's kids. You showed where they lived, and you're a slimeball hypocrite that used your family as a victim card.
0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0.
0, 0, 0.
0, 0, 0. 1, 2. One-on-one was a waste of time. Hey, broke Detroit bum. So he's made several videos about the one-on-one.
Just like he tried stalking me, he keeps on making a whole bunch of videos on Tommy trying to stalk him.
One love. 0 about me. Look how many videos he made about me. 1.
Oh, but hold on. You see how he talks about how many videos I've made on Geekdom, and the only reason I've made that many Geekdom videos is because it's so much information that I have to cover on that guy, and it's different information in each video. But he's making the same rewatch content on Tommy Sotomayor, and he tried clinging to his name for clout because he's a talentless hack.
2.
Remember, if you guys want to show this to Yellow Flash and he feels some kind of way about family members, tell him the NBA doxed Tommy Sotomayor's kids and put their addresses out there for the world to see, and put where they went to school at.
The black one.
That's what NBA did on purpose.
Yeah. Yes. Do y'all know I went to buy 2 small refrigerators from Amazon and I got 4 of them? Give them away. Remember it? I think when I pressed it, it said like. There it is. I said I did not know that my day when, I'm nosing a bit. I think I'm going to do the rest of my shows for a month with this voice. That voice. You got to do it. It's that kind of thing that you do, and it just makes sense. And I'm gonna get and then I'm gonna get me a fat white bitch to join me on the show. This fat white bitch. It really was like, and that woman had a leg but didn't. Like, we still debating if she had a leg. But I'm just gonna tell y'all this: you don't let me come on your show, embarrass me, and think I ain't gonna flag your content.
That sure is NBA's voice.
That's right. You should never did anything like that. You should have known it. The reason I was asking to come on your show. Why? I asked to come on your show so I could flag your content. That's what I was doing. You were just too stupid to realize that's why I own my house and you rent. Right. You see this lawnmower? I own that too. No, it's a Negro talking like this. It's not a white man. It's a Negro. Yes. He said, y'all call Tommy a coon, but I'm a coon too. Why don't you make videos about me? I deserve to make money. Yes. I've never seen a man sit around and say, hey, if y'all don't like Tommy, you shouldn't like me either, because I say some of the same stuff. He says, Tommy do this YouTube stuff, and that's how he pay his bills. Me, I just do it for fun. What is the fucking logic in that? That's like me making fun of a nigga that play baseball for money while I play in my backyard for free.
Hey, Hey, that's why he keep going after other YouTubers.
Tell you what, that Derek Jeter, he played baseball.
That's why he keeps going after Forever World and Hero. Hey, they making money doing what he wish he could make money at.
For a check. If baseball stopped tomorrow, how would Derek Jeter be able to pay his bills? But that ain't my problem. See, I play baseball same as many games as him per season. I play 182, but I play in my backyard right after I get off work. Because the simple truth is, I do it for fun. So if they stop me from playing baseball, I can still pay my rent because I got a job that I do when I'm not playing baseball. You're right. Yeah, I got tangible money. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to say I got tangible money because Tommy's money is intangible.
There he goes. That sure is what he says. I got real money. I don't make my money online. I got real money. I go out there on that business that I got with my wife. I make my money. I go out there and I clean exhaust shafts. And I work. I'm still gonna try to make this YouTube money. I'm gonna cry about my demonetizations. I'm gonna keep on talking about that. I'm gonna get Yellow Flash and all them. I'm gonna suck Geek them off. I'm gonna get him to retweet my videos and my streams about perfection, and I'm gonna get people to come in and super chat, not cause they like me, but because they hate perfection. I can't get any old views on my own content. I got to go talk about perfection and try to milk that situation dry. And I'm going to keep on making up lies because I just so hate perfection. I left Tommy Sotomayor alone because he was too big of a threat. I couldn't take him and I got ran out of the black community. But I'm going to try to come into this anime community and act like I like Goku. But I'm not like these other YouTubers. I'm not going to sit up here and just like Dragon Ball. I'm different. I don't like it, but I'm going to talk about it. And I'm not going to get no views off of it. So I'm gonna go on the Geekdom channel and I'm gonna try to live stream with Geekdom, who got 600,000 subscribers, and then I'm still not gonna get any subs because I don't know how to talk about that newfangled anime. And what about them newfangled anime girls, them anime women with the big old titties? I don't like that you like the anime girls with the big old titties. I just don't. I don't believe in that. I got my wife over here. That's all I need. I got a booty grab on. It what my wife look like. That's why I got the poke on. And I be doing it. It's not like I settled. It ain't like I settled because I couldn't get anybody that wanted my big ass. I had to settle for Witch Hazel over here. Yeah, she a good one. She got that good credit. Oh boy, but I left that black community. It was too tough for me. I came over here to anime.
I got tangible money. You don't have any money. I don't know this man though. So how does he know if I have any cash on me or not? Yes, you got. That's what he said. You are proving.
What that perfection say about me? That new there, that there motherfucker.
Show me your bill. Show it to me.
What that some bitch perfection say about me? You know what? I can't say he's sexist because nobody care about sexism on the YouTubes. I can't say he's racist. I'm supposed to be racist, but I'm gonna make up lies about him being a child enthusiast. And I'm too dumb to know that he's using that word so YouTube won't get his ass. I'm too dumb to know that, so I'm gonna act like it's creepy. He's obviously getting around the YouTube algorithm. And I talk about knowing so much about the algorithm, but I can't get any views off that newfangled algorithm.
Grown man was telling me, prove it to him.
Well, you the one said I had to prove to you. My wife didn't leave me out of that.
Yeah, I said, you're not proving me shit, Nick. I just don't understand how a man could just go from begging you to talk on your show to flagging you for privacy after he talked on your show.
Ain't that some
That's
bitch?
right. Then
He
turned around and
tailing
said he
on me.
wouldn't be
Tommy
making 5
tailing on me
videos
right
about
now.
me.
Some
Guess how many
bitch.
videos he made? 5. After this, I'm done, Tommy. I won't say nothing else about you. You ain't gonna have to worry about me making no videos. It's not what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it does sound like Sheriff Bob. That's kind of where I got Sheriff Bob from. But Sheriff Bob has a little bit of deeper voice. But I feel you. Dirty Dan. You know what? I miss Sheriff Bob too. I'm thinking about bringing him back. Anybody that's, but I tell you what we did do is help a lot of y'all through y'all whole shift. Planning on coming, boo. She's gonna do like a Scott first before she comes. Lunel is funny. I want just being honest. And they're actually all saying it's just being honest. As to how someone else perceives us. And many of us are. We won't.
Well, I got to be going there. I got to be going. No, seriously, I've got to be going. I got to get to work. It's almost, I got a long drive to work and I got to go. But I just wanted to sit here and let you know. And NBA, I know you're sitting there right now. I know you probably drove home so quickly because you started watching me on the phone when people started lighting up your Discord about me destroying you and showing the truth about what Tommy Sotomayor did to you to get you out of the black community. But I'm done punching down to you. I'm cutting you off the Perfection Life support. Nick Rekieta, you might not be my legal counsel. You're not. Let me make that abundantly clear. But he gave me some sage wisdom in how to deal with NBA. And just anyone in general. I'm not going to punch down anymore. I'm done filthying my hands with the dirt known as NBA. Because what you're going to do, NBA, what you're going to do tonight, you're going to get on and you're going to make that Perfection live stream. You're going to get on and you're going to talk about the same stuff you've been talking about for the past 2-3 months. You're going to try to act like you can do the thing that a 600,000 sub channel couldn't do. Because if Geekdom with his 600,000 subs couldn't destroy Perfection, then surely when I spread the lies on Perfection with my 5,000 subs, I'm gonna sit up there, I'm gonna spread the lies, I'm gonna say the same thing 50 million times, and I'm gonna make my money. I'm gonna try to get my money off Perfection, cause that's the only time I get 5,000 views, motherfucker. And I'm gonna take that money and I'm gonna ignore my kids, cause every minute I'm thinking about another man named Perfection, that's a minute I'm losing out on hanging out with my kids. And I'm gonna do the same thing I did against Tommy. I'm gonna sit up there, I'm going to use my family as a victim card and a shield, because I live in a glass house, but I still like to throw them stones. I still like to throw them stones at people and act like I'm hurt when they retaliate. And I'm gonna tell a lie. I'm gonna say he doxed my kids, even though I know that's not what he meant to do. But I'm gonna lie because I gotta clutch something. I got to tell that lie, even though not a lot of people know this about me in the anime community, but I dox. NBA, this is NBA talking. I doxed Tommy Sotomayor's kids. I doxed them. I showed where they went to school. I showed where they lived. But I'm going to sit here and I'm going to act heartbroken when other people talk about my family. That's what I'm going to do. Because there, motherfucker, I'm going to get on my lawnmower and I'm going to act like I'm a real man. I'm a walking beer commercial, some bitch. I'm going to sit on here and I'm going to talk about this new generation of men, and I'm going to act like things were better back in the day, because they were better. They were better than this newfangled technology. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm done with them. NBA, you are cut off of Perfection. We don't care what you do. We don't care about the lies you make up. We don't care about the bull crap. We're done. We are done. So let him do his live stream. He's going to come on. He's going to talk about what I said about him because he's so predictable. And he's going to sit there for 2 or 3 hours. And he's going to try to send his little informant that's in my Discord server right now. And he thinks that I don't know. And he's going to try to send that live stream to me and get me to watch. But I won't because I'll be too busy out there working. Yeah, I'm going to be out there working. And I'm not going to pay attention to you anymore. And when the viewers that you've got from using my name finally get tired of hearing your voice and get tired of seeing you rewatch the same content 15 different ways, the same thing that's happened in the geekdom will happen to you and they'll just quit watching. So with that, guys, I'm out. I'm done. I'm going to work. I love you guys. I'll see you after work. I'll have a live stream probably 12 or 1 o'clock because I don't know how late they're going to keep me. My schedules vary from time to time. But I'll see you then, guys. Peace.